This ice water is so good I'm going to put a little umbrella in it. Pretty fancy. Alright, let me show you how I set this thing up. Our ice maker has been on the fritz. It hasn't worked for 2 months. I usually just take the ice tray out and let it defrost, and then after a couple days or a couple weeks it'll start working again, but it's been out of commission for 2 months now. So we've been looking at trying some different countertop ice makers. So luckily I got this portable Nugget ice maker from Joy Pebble. They sent me this ice maker to make a video about. This is a paid post. All right, let's unbox this thing and take a look at it. All right, it's packaged up pretty good with some styrofoam here. We'll get all this out of the way. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Oh wow, this is pretty nice. So we got a lever on the top here, and then we got an add water indicator, an ice indicator, a clean indicator, and then an on-off button there. Then it's got an important warning on the top. Before plugging in your ice maker, allow it at least 2 hours to stand upright for the refrigerant fluid to settle. Okay, we've done that. It's got some more directions on here, how to do everything. It's got some warnings on here. It says if the unit has not been cleaned for a long time or does not work after a period of use, please clean the unit thoroughly. Please refer to the instructions for specific cleaning. It says you can clean it with vinegar with a ratio of 1 to 5, 1 part vinegar and 5 parts water. So you just mix in some vinegar into the cleaner. And then it says right here, it is recommended to unplug the drain caps to drain the water inside the unit when the unit is not in use. So we'll go ahead and check the caps underneath. After taking the ice, if the door wrench is stuck, please pull the door wrench again to help reset. All right, so we got our information up there. It's got a drip tray in the front here. We got a nice drip tray down here. It says to clean the unit before you use it, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out. It says to open up your drain plugs too. I'll show you where those are at. They're right down here. There's the drain plugs. One is here and one is here. So we'll go ahead and fill the unit up with water, run the cleaning mechanism, and then we'll drain the water out of there. We'll fill this up with water, and then we'll turn on the cleaning mode here. I'll show you how to clean it. All right, we got our water in there. Okay, one of the things it said about plugging it in, one thing it said is when you plug it into an outlet, make sure there's only one thing plugged in there. So we're just going to temporarily plug it in here, and then we'll find another place for it where we can put it where there's just only this plugged in and nothing else. All right, it says you hold the on-off for 5 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000. Now it's switched to clean. And then it says it'll take about 10 minutes to run through the cleaning cycle. All right, we'll go ahead and let it clean. While it's doing that, it says to wipe down the outside of the unit, so we'll go ahead and clean it. Just wipe everything down real good. All right, it looks like it's all done here. I think I can just turn it off. Well, that's on. We want to turn it off, and then I'm going to go ahead and drain it. But it says to unplug it first, so I'm going to unplug it. All right, I'm going to take it over to the side here and pull out the plugs. Got one in the front there. Shows here on the directions there's 2 plugs there. That one in the front that I got, and then one more back there. We'll let this one drain, and then I'll get that one in the back. Maybe I'll try changing the angle there. I can get to that one back there. There we go. Got that one out of there. That one was a little bit trickier. All right, looks like everything's drained out of there. So that's good. Now it says make sure you put your drain plugs back in. There's the front one. And there's the back one. Let me put the camera under here so you can see what it looks like. So this is something you can always do. You can take your phone and turn the video on, and then you can look underneath here and you can see there's that first plug that we did, and then there's that second plug. So if you're having a hard time getting it and you don't want to tip the ice maker up over on the side, you can just put your phone down here and then you can look at everything. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it looks like those are back in and we're ready to go. All right, I'm going to just go ahead and fill this back up here. I just rinsed it. If you put your vinegar in here to clean it, then you might want to run it through the cleaning cycle again to give it a good rinse, so you don't have any vinegar taste. All right, I'm going to put my drip tray back in. Okay, that's on. And then I'm just going to turn the power on. And now the ice button lit up. And so it's going to start making ice. And it's got indicators here that'll tell us when it's ready. So you can see the first one says no or little ice. And that's where it's at now. And then the second one here says ice available. So when it gets to the second one here, ice available, then we'll know we can have ice. But yeah, so first one is no ice. Second one, ice available. Third one is half full. Top one is almost full. And then when the ice cubes light up, then it's ice is full. So there's the directions there. All right, we'll just go ahead and let this thing make ice. All right, looks like we ran out of water, so I'm going to go ahead and fill up the water there. We went through 1 tank of water and we're still at the bottom here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. There we go. I got this thing all full of water now. And we'll see how much more ice it makes. All right, after I put that second tub of water in there, it moved up here. Now we're at the low one here, which means ice available. Oh, it's right in between there. All right, well, we'll give it a minute and see. So we want ice available, and then the next one up is half full. So it keeps flipping back and forth there, so we'll give it a minute, and then we'll get some ice out of there. All right, we'll go ahead and put a glass in here and see what it looks like. All right, to get the ice, you pull this lever down right here. And they say this, if this gets stuck, just pull it down again. See, it's stuck right there, so just pull it down again, then it'll unstick. Lower this back down to the red. But that's a lot of ice I got out of there. So you can see this is what it looks like. Pretty nice ice. If you see anything in your ice, if there's any debris or whatever in there, you might want to just run a whole thing of ice through it and then dump out all your ice and then start fresh. That way to give it a good clean, but this ice looks pretty good, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with it. Put some water in there and taste it. All right, we'll try it out. Oh, that's good ice, nice and cold. The nice thing about this ice compared to the ice from the ice maker is you can choose your own water. So I put in the filtered water that we have, and that filtered water is a lot nicer than the filtered water from the refrigerator. The refrigerator just has a little tiny filter in it, and it's okay, but it has a little bit of a bitter taste compared to the big filters we got in there. We got 3 big filters under our sink, and they're each about this big, so they do a lot better job of filtering the water. So the ice that comes out of there is really good. But yeah, that's the nice thing about the ice maker here. You can put any kind of water you want in there. If you want to put bottled water in there, or if you want to put filtered water in there, so you can get just the perfect tasting ice. Oh yeah, that's a good cup of ice water right there. All right, the ice level's all filled up, and this is pretty good size here. You can fit a big Contigo travel mug under there. So it's got quite a bit of room under there.
Probably fit more if you take that
Yeah.
off.
You could probably fit more too if you take the drip tray out. You could fit an even bigger travel mug under there. And then one of the mistakes I made is I hit this button right here thinking that that's how you put the ice in, that's how you dispense the ice, but that's the on-off button. To dispense the ice, you pull this wrench right here. There's a little LED light, looks like, in there so you can see what you're doing. So that's pretty cool. And if this wrench does get stuck, you just pull it down a little bit and it will unstick. But look at that. Nice little nugget ice there. Yeah, nice little nuggets of ice. Pretty cool.